Well, the devastating flooding in Texas has captured national attention as the search and recovery efforts continue there this morning. And now officials in our state want you and your family to be prepared for an emergency. This is a good reminder, especially now that hurricane season has begun.
Yeah, and we just never know when things are going to get rough, right? Your reporter, Marcy Jones, is in Oxford, where leaders will come together today to highlight the steps that you can take to get ready right now. So, Marcy, walk us through what we can expect.
Good morning. Well, as you mentioned, of course, the tragedy in Texas is top of mind, but also it was just 11 months ago that we saw historic flooding right here in Oxford that claimed 2 lives. Now state leaders are doing everything they can to make sure all residents feel prepared. The Atlantic hurricane season runs June 1st to November 30th, with the highest threat period for Connecticut between mid-August and October. Just yesterday, parts of the state were under a flash flood warning. That's why Governor Lamont will hold a conference today to encourage Connecticut residents to be prepared. Some tips experts suggest you can do include having a plan, decide what essentials you'll need like medication or documentation in case of emergency. Consider pets and loved ones that require extra assistance. Keep an emergency kit, including things such as food, water, first aid supplies, flashlights, and extra batteries. Learn the evacuation routes in your area. Know your insurance policy. Some may not cover flooding from hurricanes. To compare policies, check on the Connecticut Department of Insurance's website. While many cell phones are already programmed to alert you about severe weather in your area, you can also head on over to our state government website where you can sign up for the CT notifications that also alert you when something is happening around you. Your reporter in Oxford, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.